we're gonna go over a recipe that my dad came up with, you know, a long time ago, and it works really good for meatloaf. I made some changes with it, considering we're cooking with Bear. But let's show you kind of what we did and what we do to make really good meatloaf. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna show you how I make the meatloaf. Anyways, I made it last night because I wanted to sit for at least 12 hours. Typically, I let them sit closer to 24. This one will sit probably 16, 18 hours from when I did it. But anyways, let's get into what I used in it. So, I used a recipe from a friend for bear meat. Usually I just make it out of pure bear meat, but I decided to cut in a little bit of pork out of suggestion. He mentioned wild boar, but I can't do wild boar because I don't have any. So I use pork sausage from the store. And this is Bob Evans, just country mild. Anyways, you start out with bear meat, thaw it. I usually just let room air thaw it. I don't defrost it. I usually hate using a microwave because it ends up cooking it. But I let it defrost for a little while. It's about 2 pounds of bear, ½ pound of pork sausage. So I mix in a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder. It doesn't really matter what brand you use. I just got it at the store. A teaspoon and a half of coarse black pepper, and I went a little bit heavy on this because it's a little bit more than what the recipe calls for. Teaspoon of celery salt. You can use celery salt if you have it. Not everybody has it in their pantry. A little bit goes a long way with that. A bouillon cube mixed in with water, and I didn't mix it with very much water. An egg and just a splash of milk. So, and then I used probably just went to about what I thought was right with croutons. People use breadcrumbs. You can use whatever you like. I use croutons. You get a little bit better flavor out of it. I crushed those up. I used probably 2/3 of a cup. For a bigger meatloaf, this isn't a very big one. You could probably use a cup. But anyways, I let this sit about 16, 18 hours last night. We're unwrapping it now. It's probably about 3 o'clock. And I'm going to spray the pan to coat it. This is just avocado oil. I don't like to use olive oil. I know, I'm probably going to get crap. I don't like to use olive oil. I don't like the flavor of it for cooking. So anyways, mix in. This is kind of a bigger meatloaf pan / bread pan. But with it just being me eating, I don't usually fill it up. So kind of smash in there. Pretty much the pan just to keep its form. Anyways, I like to let it sit at room temperature probably for half an hour before I throw it on. The grill's warming up right now. It takes a little bit while to heat up the pellet grill. And once that's heated up, I'll show you kind of what I'm going to do and how we're going to go about it. Alright, so we've got the grill up to 250 degrees. It's been smoking here for a little while. Gonna sit it in here. Sometimes I cover it. If I'm in the oven, I'll cover it. But since it's going to the grill, I'm not going to cover it. So put it in there for a couple hours. I'll check on it in probably an hour or so when I throw the potatoes in. So we went in the smoker about hour and 45 minutes maybe. And we're pretty much done. We're at a temperature. We're at 180, 170. So I wanted to pull it before it got too done and dried out. I still have potatoes in the smoker, but I wanted to show you the meatloaf. You can see the smoke ring in it. I did it on a pellet grill, a Green Mountain Davy Crockett, just a little tailgating one. As you can tell, I already broke off a piece. The neighbor, they're from Mexico. Well, his wife's from Mexico and never had black bear, so she came over and her daughter came over and wanted to try some. So I cut off a piece and did a little bit of wild game diplomacy today, and really enjoyed it. And the raves was, according to the neighbor, it's effing amazing. So that's a black bear meatloaf, and I will post a recipe down below in the description.